Ayy, I'm fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip.
Hello. Good Monday evening. Welcome to the special edition of Fanatical Massholes show. It's your boys, Mikey, Marky. What's going on?
Not much, man. Chilling.
I say special edition because we're discussing the NBA season, previewing it, upcoming season that starts tomorrow, right before the football starts. Make sure you tune in and watch us. Watch us break down what we think is going to happen. You know, from fan perspective, two fans will talk our shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you agree with us, cool. If you don't, cool. Who cares?
Exactly. If you don't agree with me, I'm cool with that.
Who cares? All right. So let's first get into it before we start. Also, I'd like to thank our sponsors because, again, it's still the show. Looking for a plate? Timothy Brunfield, Big Belly Barbecue. Hit him at Timothy Brunfield on Facebook. Big Belly Fat Boy 508 on Instagram. Said he's got fried lobster tail, baked macaroni and cheese, lamb chops, all the fixings. Hit him up. Also, if you're looking for gear, remember, like I said, Young Fly Forever, my man Charles Price, got a new store out in Southbridge, Massachusetts, and he's got his grand opening this Halloween. Go check him out. And as always, like, subscribe, share, comment. Appreciate the support. All right, let's get into it. Before we do, let's get into the breaking news. Giannis Antetokounmpo signs a 3-year extension for up to $186 million. What does this do? What do you think of this?
I mean, it was coming. I mean, they're not going to let him go anywhere. Now getting Dame along, I think you said before that Dame also has 3 years left.
About
So
that, yep.
This is basically Milwaukee saying, like, here's our 3-year window for a title, and maybe we can get 2 out of this. They're not getting 3.
No.
They could possibly get 2, and by possibly getting 2, 1 would have to be this year.
Right. Which I don't think could happen. Well, we'll get into that later. But yes, yeah, I agree. It was coming. I mean, obviously, Giannis kind of put their feet to the fire with some of the things he said during the offseason. You know, saying, look, I want to win. You know what I mean? Basically, they got to get some things done, get some players in here, whatever, make some movements. They went and got something done, and then he ultimately signed. So, like you said, it's a good move by Milwaukee, good move by Giannis. Stay there for the most part. That's your finish out your prime there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, for it to be a success, 1 wouldn't be bad. If they get 1 chip, cool. But I would say 2, at least 2, because they have that good of a team. I would say at least 2. All right. So now, who are the players you're looking forward to going into this next season? Season coming up, I'm sorry.
My players that I have to watch, first one, CP3. I want to see how he meshes with that team. You know, they do a lot of off-ball movement. Steph Curry's normally the facilitator along with the 2 guard.
Yep.
So I want to see if CP3 is able to keep that machine moving. I know he's getting up there in age and he can't move like he used to. So I want to know what they're going to do with him. Like, what's the point? Because I saw the lineup and he's the starting point guard. So he's the starting point guard. Steph's the 2, Clay's the 3.
Right.
So how are you going to run your offense? I mean, the way I'm thinking of it, it's mainly going to be CP at the top of the 3, just moving the ball around, off ball movement. I really think we're going to see Steph and Clay go back to that outrageous, just running around and just getting everyone winded. And then they're just going to hit that fadeaway 3, stuff like that. But I'm curious to how it'll actually all mesh together. It's probably going to take about a month or 2 for you to really see where it's going to go. But I'm actually looking forward to that. Next person I have is Marcus Smart. I want to see if he's able to keep that same mentality and that same leadership role in Memphis. I know there's been a lot of drama around Memphis the last couple of years with Dylan Brooks, and he's gone, and John Morant being just an immature child. So
Yep.
I'm looking forward to Marcus Smart, 1, still being that same leader, and 2, seeing if he can kind of mentor John Morant to get him out of that little childish mentality that he has.
Right.
Third on my list, honestly, it's got to be Damian Lillard. I want to see if he's able to embrace the role of not being the guy, because he's not going to be the guy in Milwaukee. He's not.
Mhm.
That's Giannis's team. Everything's going to run through Giannis. I want to see if Damian Lillard has it in him to be able to take a step back and be like, all right, Giannis, this is your team. I'm here to help you. You're not here to help me. And then Jordan Poole. Dude, I want to see the Wizards absolutely unleash this kid. I honestly, I genuinely think he'll win the scoring title.
Shit.
I really think Jordan Poole will win the scoring title. Everything they do is going to be predicated on Jordan Poole. He's going to be
Right.
shooting 30 times a game. Now, I'm how efficient he's going to be. That's up for
Yeah, I don't.
debate. But
He's gonna go all volume.
He's going to be getting buckets, and I think that he has a legitimate shot at winning the scoring title this year. So those are the guys that I'm looking forward to watching. What do you got?
All right. Before I go, I just want to. Yeah, I agree with you on the Chris Paul thing. This is kind of his last stand to get a chip, but you're looking at the Golden State Warriors lineup. They're not tall, man. Other than Dario Saric is the tallest player at 6'10". Yeah, they're not tall at all. So if the lineup's gonna be Chris Paul, Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Andrew Wiggins, damn, like yo, that's a small lineup. That's crazy. But I agree with you. Like he's definitely a player that I could see people watching out for. And obviously, so let me get to mine. I'm with you. Jordan Poole's one of the players, but here I go in order. I'm looking at DeAndre Ayton. I wasn't high on this dude coming out of college. I didn't like him at college. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like his game, his motor, basically, I should say. I watched him in the NCAA tournament in 2017 against Buffalo, and they got housed. Like you were a number one seed, the overall number one seed. No, they were a number one seed, and they got housed in the West region, and you got housed by Buffalo. Very first game. And it hasn't shown much since he's been in the pros. I mean, he's got the numbers 18 and 10, so he's going to get you a double-double. But you know what I'm saying? It's not an impact.
Yeah,
he
he's
needs
not
to
an
make an
impactful
impact.
player. He'll fill up the stat sheet, but he's not a guy. He's not a motor on the court for you.
Right. So I need to see that. Like you wanted to change. You didn't like you got into it. What's my man? Monty Williams, and then he left it. You still wanted to leave. Now you're gone. You're in a total change of scenery. You're saying you like it. I need to see that dog in you. I need to see that motor. Hopefully, someone like a Robert Williams and there's nobody really there. Jeremy Grant can kind of bring it out of him. We'll see. That's what I'm watching out for. Another guy, Amani Bates. I like this kid in college. He can score this man can fill it up. He's on Cleveland. He's on the Cavaliers. He's obviously going to be in the rotation. He's not going to start, but he should get some minutes. I want to see how he can do. Can he translate to this league? Can he score like he scored in college? Can he fill it up? I want to see him. I believe in him. I'm looking out for him. Anthony Edwards. This is it, bro. You wanted to be the captain. You were the focal point of the USA team in the Philippines. That didn't work out for us like that. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that's the way that team was constructed. Now you're going back to your team, the Timberwolves, Karl-Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert. This is it. Like this. You got to get to at least the second round for me in order for me to validate you as that superstar.
I would say Western Conference Finals.
I don't know if that's too much to put on him. I can't give him that.
Dude, if he's that guy, I mean, Luka did it.
True.
That's what I'm saying. True. If people are going to talk about Ant in that category, he has to perform in that category.
No doubt. Okay, you say Western Conference Finals, that's the second round. All right, we disagree on that, but yeah, that's definitely who I'm looking out for. I mean, he averaged 25, 6, and 4. Not bad, but you gotta. I'm not saying he can't. The scoring's not gonna. I mean, he's not gonna average 30, but maybe that. But just be more impactful. That's it. Make the buckets, make the stops on D. Get Karl-Anthony Towns to play the way he should play. Karl-Anthony Towns, man, he could be better than what he is. Even though he gets buckets, he can do better than what he is. So I say second round, you say third. We'll see. Obviously, like I said, I agree with you on Jordan Poole. He got the bigger role. That's what he wanted. You got the bigger role now. You getting the minutes. Show me something. Show me something. Prove me wrong because I don't think he can. You think he can? I don't think he can. I want to see it though. I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see it.
It's right here where he's got to put it together. But I think because of the situation in Washington, he doesn't need to have his mental figured out this season. He's just got to go out there and score. He's got to get people to want to come to Washington. Like that's what he's going to be doing this year. And I think that can lead him to the scoring title when the free agent class is like, who do we want to play with? This boy over here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
That's what I'm looking for out of Jordan Poole.
Got you. Yeah, I agree. We'll see. My last one, Brandon Miller. You got a lot of outside noise with you, real outside noise. Everything that happened from the murder, which no one say he was involved in, but they're saying you drove him there. I don't know. The family just filed a wrongful death lawsuit against you. You have a lot of outside noise, but a lot of talent. You was able to put it to the side in college for the most part, during the NCAA tournament. Now you're going to have to do 82 games a night, 82 nights in different stadiums. With this is what they're going to be talking about. This is what they're going to be saying to you. Can you make the Hornets respectable this season? With yourself, LaMelo Ball, can you make them respectable? Because that's what they need. It's bad. It's bad enough that the greatest player I got his logo on is the worst GM owner ever in the history of the NBA.
Yeah.
It's bad enough. It's bad enough that you're going to that franchise knowing what you're bringing with you. So you're going to a franchise with bad baggage, and you're bringing your bad baggage and luggage with you. Can y'all fit and make this thing match?
There's no hiding behind the NCAA.
None.
Like when you're in post,
you gotta talk
conferences, bro. You gotta talk. They're gonna be bringing this up. ESPN's gonna be talking about it. NBA TV is gonna be talking about it. Every beat writer in every city you go to is gonna be talking about it. Every interview you get in, one person is going to ask at least. So, yeah, he's gotta show something. He's gotta show this isn't going to bother him. But it's a lot different when you get rid of that safety net.
Yes, sir. I'm with you. All right, so that's our players to watch. You have any bold predictions for us, my man?
Bucks get bounced in the second round due to lack of chemistry.
Okay. Damn. He went for it.
Yep.
Damn. All right. I like that. My bold prediction, the Blazers will be a playing team. Everybody's writing this team off. They'll be a playing team. They got Robert Williams, the landlord. Boston's going to miss him. I like the kid Shaden Sharp. Obviously, Anthony Simons can score. Scoot Henderson, he's my favorite player coming out of the draft. If Malcolm Brogdon can somehow get his shoulder right, get healthy, we'll see. We'll see. And then, like I said, obviously they got Jeremy Grant. Chauncey Billups is the right coach for this team still. They said the Dame Lillard thing is over with. That's been hanging over your head for years now. It's done. Time to move on. I think this team can get to the play-in. Now, how far they go, I don't know, but I think they'll get into the play-in. They're going to sneak in, and the team that's going to get left out, I think the Mavericks aren't going to make the playoffs.
No,
they're not going to make the playoffs this year. That's not really a bold prediction, but that's just what I'm throwing in. They'll replace a team like that. Yeah, that's
I'll throw another bold prediction in there. Kyrie gets traded again.
Okay. It's crazy. Even though he said he wanted to be there, yeah, you might be right. If things get bad,
everywhere he's been.
Right. Things get bad, it's gonna be him or Luka. Luka ain't leaving.
There's no way they get rid of Luka.
They got to the Western Conference Finals without you. They traded for you, and they didn't even make the playoffs.
Exactly.
The odds of them to make the playoffs was like 70% when they got him, and the minute they got him, it went all the way down and they didn't make the playoffs.
And I think that's going to be the Bucks' problem is they're not going to know how to use Giannis and Lillard, just like Dallas didn't know how to use Luka and Kyrie. I feel like that's going to be a problem for the Bucks. I mean, the regular season, it most likely won't be, but definitely come because they'll be a shoo-in for the playoffs. But definitely come playoff time in those moments, it's going to be who are you going to go to? And not only who are you going to go to, is the person you want to go to actually going to have the ball in their hands?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Dame Lillard, is he going to give the ball to Giannis on that, or is he going to be like, nah, fuck this, I'm doing it, and vice versa?
Right. Yes, sir. All right. Let's get to some awards. Who you got? What are your awards?
So MVP, I have Giannis. Winning the MVP this year. Defensive player of the year for me, honestly, it's been too wide open. I couldn't think of a single person.
Gotcha.
Because there's just too many out there. Rookie of the year, I have Scoot Henderson because I love him.
No doubt. No doubt.
GM of the year, I have John Horst for making that move alone. Like if they succeed with this, he's GM of the year for this because I do believe they'll be the number one seed, the best record in the NBA. They'll have a great point differential. Like they're gonna be the stat sheets are gonna be filled. I think he'll win that. And my coach of the year, I honestly can't believe I'm saying this, but you'll see why I'm saying this later. Joe Mazzulla.
Okay. Okay.
He was a bottom 8 coach last year, easily. The talent of
Right.
that roster did better, not because of him. They won in spite of him, not because of him last year. I feel like.
No doubt. All right.
And championship. Oh, that's later. You have the award.
Yeah, I got you. All right, so I got Dame. I think Dame. I think they got it's crazy because we got teammates, but I think Dame. I think Giannis will free up a lot of free up space. I would say for Dame to kind of do his thing and get the buckets that he wants to get in the times he wants to get them. I think Giannis will do it a lot quicker than what Dwayne Wade did in Miami. With Dwayne Wade, he had to tell LeBron. I don't think Giannis gonna have to tell Dame so much. Like it's not your team, but just look, go ahead, bro, do it. Just do it. Go ahead, get it done. Do it. You do it. So I think Dame's gonna win his first MVP. My defensive player of the year, I'm jumping out the window, but Ben Simmons is gonna stay healthy. And I think he's gonna will the Nets to the playoffs.
He's looked good in the preseason. I'm not gonna lie. He's kind of shocked me. So you know what? I'll go with that.
All right. You got Ben too?
Yeah, I'll take Ben Simmons. I want to see him do something.
Right. So we both got Ben Simmons. I mean, this dude's supposed to be LeBron 2.0. Again, nobody's ever going to be LeBron, but he was supposed to be that. Cool. You know what I mean? So I'm going with Ben Simmons, defensive player of the year. I agree with you on Scoot Henderson. This dude's a problem, man. Listen, Scoot Henderson's a problem. I get you got the height with Wemby, and Wemby's got some offensive skills. He's gonna disrupt a lot of shots. He's 7'5". Of course, he's gonna disrupt a lot of shots. But I'm going with Scoot Henderson, man. Scoot Henderson. Sixth man of the year. I got Emmanuel Quickly. GM of the year. I'm going with Joe Cronin for the Blazers because I think, like I said with my bold prediction, they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah,
you know they're gonna make the playoffs, and I think he waited just for this to show people, look, I didn't have to go to Miami. Look what I got, and we're gonna make the playoffs. Watch, they're gonna make the playoffs. And my coach of the year, I'm going with Darvin Ham. I thought about Joe Mazzulla because I think he's gonna have a lot of consideration because the Celtics are gonna be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going with Darvin Ham this year just because the Lakers are really, really good, and this is kind of it. Like, it's not a bold prediction, but how about this? Let's just transition into it. Let me give you some players. What is it? Is it the time is now? Teams, how about that? Let's go down the list. Lakers, is it time? Is it boom or bust this year?
It's now or never. LeBron's
what I meant, yeah.
39, 40.
Yep.
I don't even know. He's old. AD with his injuries, he's not getting any younger. The older you get, the more the injuries pop up. I really feel like after this season, it could be all downhill for the Lakers. Not only that, obviously, if Bronny comes out this year or for this draft, LeBron's leaving LA and he's going to wherever Bronny is, and the teams know that. So yeah, this is it. This is it for the Lakers.
No doubt. So the Lakers they got to get it this year. Suns. This is a year. What do you think about the Suns?
I wouldn't say this year, but within the next 2 to 3 years, you have to.
Okay, I think they got to. I think this is. I mean, you got to get this thing done. Nuggets, no, because they just won. The Warriors.
Nah, man, they're still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not the Warriors either. That's all I really got in the West as far as got to get it done. I would say the Grizzlies, but we know they're not because they've been talking so damn much. That's why I would say they need to get it done. They got to at least get to me. They got to get to the conference finals for the Grizzlies to kind of start to get people to say, all right, yeah, they're just the same old Grizzlies. But I don't think they're gonna because they don't have the team for that. It's just me. I don't think they do. Losing Steven Adams is a big loss. He's out for the season.
Massive loss.
So so yeah, not them. In the East, Celtics. This, championship.
Yeah, honestly, even though they're so young, they have to. They have to. Anything short of a championship with Tatum, Brown, and now Drew Holiday, Joe Mazzulla having a full off season as the guy to implement the way he wants to play. The talent on that team is there. You bring in Kristaps Porzingis, like I said, you bring in Drew Holiday. You still have Al Horford, who's going to be kind of your leader, motivational, kind of your guy in the locker room who's going to keep you level-headed. So they have the right pieces. They did, yeah, they have to. This is
No
boomer.
doubt. Bucks, obviously. I don't even know how I got asked that question. The Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Who else in the East that I would say? Not really anybody, man. I think that, yeah, I mean, if you want to say the Heat, but I just feel like they don't have the team to do that. But yeah, they gotta make some moves to get back. If that means training for James Harden, they gotta figure out a way to get back because to get there twice, they've been to the conference finals 3 years in a row. No, 3 of the last 4 years, something like that.
Two finals
Yeah,
appearances.
2 finals appearances. Yeah, they gotta do something. They gotta get something done. Other than that, yeah, I think the Magic. So here we go. All right, so that's what we got. My playoff teams. I got the Celtics, Bucks, Knicks. This is not in that order. Celtics, Bucks, Knicks in the East. I'm sorry. Celtics, Bucks, Knicks, Sixers, Heat, Hawks. I got my Nets, the Cavs. I got the Magic and the Pistons both making leaps and having good years and strides and progressing to get into the play-in playoff. Out west, I got the Lakers, Suns, Nuggets, Warriors, Kings, Pelicans, Grizzlies, Clippers, Blazers, Timberwolves. I said Mavericks out. Yeah, who are
Wait,
other
who were the
notable
last
teams in
one?
there?
Who'd you say? Timberwolves and who?
Timberwolves are Blazers. Timberwolves and the Blazers.
You know what? I think I honestly I don't I think the Oklahoma City Thunder beat out the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. That's they should.
OKC. They should. They can. They can do it. I think they can do it. If Chet Holmgren stays healthy, SGA is just that dude. These boys can get into the play-in.
Yeah, I mean, I said the Timberwolves simply because what I said earlier about Anthony Edwards. I mean, if they don't make the
like
playoffs,
he has to do this.
if they don't make the playoffs, that whole thing's getting blown up. And then what do you do?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Go Bears gone.
Yeah, he's gonna want out too.
Yeah,
he's gonna want out too. Like
Cat's gonna want out.
Right, you got to blow it up if they don't make the playoffs. So that's who I got. Championship. I got the Lakers and the Celtics in the finals. I got the Lakers because, again, it's now or never. They got everything. You got everything. You got the height. You got the three-point shooting around LeBron. I don't want to hear no more excuses. Oh, LeBron's better than Jordan, this, that, and the third. Jordan didn't need all this help. But if we want to go off of Gilbert Arenas' whole, the 90s were overrated and they couldn't shoot and everybody's better shooters now. Okay, so you got everything now to combat everything that this dude's talking about.
Yeah.
You got to get it done.
You
got to get it done. That's it. You got to get it done. So that's who I got.
Me for the championship, I got Warriors and Celtics, and I got the Celtics beating the Warriors in 6.
Nice. All right.
That's why Joe Mazzulla will win Coach of the Year. I think the Celtics will finish as the number 1 seed. It's going to be between them and the Bucks, but I think the Celtics can do it. I think those will be the 2 teams in the running for the best record. And if Damian Lillard can accept that role early enough in the season, I think the Bucks could be the number 1 seed. But if it takes them a month, 2 months, maybe even 3, I think the Celtics will run away with the best record. But I think it'll come close by the end of the year. And just based off my bold prediction of the Bucks getting bounced, I have the Celtics. And I think that could be a matchup that you probably could see in the second round, depending on seeding. Yeah. And I think not only that, I mean, you have the Heat out there who just for whatever reason, when the playoffs come, they just turn it on. I don't think the path for the Bucks is going to be as easy. And I think the Celtics just have a better team all around.
Right. Got you. All right, y'all. Any final thoughts? Brooklyn, let's go. Next, baby.
You know what? I'm gonna throw a surprise team out there. I mean, this might not be a surprise, but I'm gonna throw a surprise team to make a deep run. I'm gonna say the Knicks, man.
Okay.
I think the Knicks can make a run to the conference finals, maybe the second round, have an upset in the first round, and they kind of ride that momentum, kind of like the Heat did last year when they knocked off who was it, Brooklyn?
No, they knocked off the Bucks.
The Bucks in the first round. Yeah.
Then they beat the Knicks in the second round. The Heat did.
Yeah, so I think you can see the Knicks have a similar run.
Yep.
So they're going to be a team that I think that you should look out for.
All right. Cool. We'll see what happens. We'd like to thank y'all for joining us today on this NBA special.
Just a quick one for the preview of the season.
That's it. You know, we back on Fridays for the regular show. Fanatical Massholes, where we talk shit about sports. We give out bozos. We have our rants. Mostly it's about our own damn team because our own damn teams are fucking maddening. But Maybe it'll be somebody else this week. Not for me.
Not for me. Not for me either. It ain't somebody else this week.
Sorry, fans. We're gonna be. It's gonna be the same thing.
It's the same
wash,
repeat. It's been for the last 3 weeks.
Wash, rinse, repeat. It's gonna be the same damn thing. We're going back talking about our team, shitting on our team. Sorry, maybe one day we'll switch it up if these dudes get their act together, but not this Friday.
Yeah.
So
till then,
we'll see y'all then. Appreciate y'all as always. Like, subscribe, share, comment for Marquise Mike. Yo, we'll see y'all later. Peace.
Later.
Y'all fly forever.
Turn that shit up, yo.
Ayy, y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits.